with Perfectly Patched Homemade, and let's get crafting. How's everyone doing today? Doing anything fun today? Start your Monday out right? I am going to start on a craft project that is going to be a Halloween 3-tiered tray, and I actually bought all the plates from Dollar Tree, and I did these last year. I don't know if you could see it, but it says Happy Halloween on it. I etched them last year, and I didn't sell these two, so I'm like, that's perfect. I'll put them in between. It'll be a really cool tiered tray, I'm hoping. I got this, move you down. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I got this from the dollar store, from Dollar Tree. I was gonna do these spiders on it, but I'm thinking I'm going to change it up. So I'm thinking I'll do this along the outside, and then I got a black plate to go for the second tier, and I think I'm going to do the spiders in white on the black plate, and then I got an orange for the top, and I thought this will look really cool on it. Oh, there goes my daughter's wax that she's got from the lake. So I'm going to get started on this one. So I've got these all set. I think it'll look cute like that. If you guys have other ideas, let me know. If you're hopping on to watch, let me know and say hi to me so I know you're on there. Most of the time I can see comments, sometimes I can't, so if I don't comment, I will at the end of the video. So I figured I'd do it on this tray with it's Orange Tiger. So this is Magnolia Design Company's chalk paste. Now the nice thing with chalk paste is if I do mess it up or I don't like how it looks, I can wash it off. So that's really cool. So I thought we'd do this color. So let's give it a stir. I think she's a little thick, so I think I'll add a little bit of water. So if your chalk paste does start to thicken up, this one doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, actually, I don't think I will. You can just add some distilled water. You want to use distilled water because if there's anything in the water, and you don't use your chalk paste up quickly, it will mold. So you don't want to do that. So just use a little distilled water, and you can. I usually spray about 5 or 6 squirts in there. And then I stir it up or shake it up, and that seems to do most of the time. If it doesn't, like if it's really thick, you can actually pour a little bit of distilled water in there, shake it up really good, and then let it sit overnight, and then come back to it and stir it up again. That seems to do well for me. I know sometimes I've had to add a lot of water, and don't be afraid to add water, because if you add too much, you can just leave the lid off for a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to write on the back of this which, so that I know which side is the side that I want to put the stencil back on. So I wrote that down there, and it's nice because like I'm working with all of these, so I'm going to have all the same size, but they won't all fit. So if you write on the back of them, it's easy to distinguish which side they're supposed to go on. So I'm going to fuzz these on our amazing fuzz mat. They actually call it a tacky towel. It's not called a fuzz mat. So I'm going to do this like 2 or 3 times, just because this is a really porous surface. See, I got chalk paste on there. I'm so messy. All right. And I want to make sure that it doesn't stick too hard that I hurt my stencil. I'm going to try to get her out to the edge as much as I can, because I know she's going to go over the edge a little bit. So I'm hoping that'll be okay. Looks like a bit. I've never done anything like this, so we're just going to try it out. And I'm just going to smooth it down. Now, if you guys haven't used Magnolia Design Company's stencils before, they are silk screens, and they are self-adhesive, so they will stick to this. And they're reusable. So we're just going to rinse them in cool water when we're done. And we can reuse them, which is amazing because I can use these little minis on tons of different stuff. So I'm just going to take my little squeegee, and I got here in my chalk paste. A little bit of chalk paste, not very much at all. And we're just going to run it over it, just like you are buttering toast. And you don't need pressure. Just a little bit goes a long way with the pressure too. I say it's like you're doing toast with cold bread, or bread with cold butter. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, see, a little bit. I have like a lot left. I'm just going to scrape it back into my container. And we will peel this off. And I'm going to peel it off slow, because if there's a spot where I missed, I can go back. I can place the stencil back down. So far, it looks really good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Can you guys see it? Probably not amazing. Now, I have a little thing of water that I'm going to put them in, so it doesn't dry in the stencil. You don't want it to dry in the stencil. And I think I had these pretty much where I wanted them, but we'll see. Let's see, maybe I'll move that over a little bit. That looks good. All right, so we're going to peel this one next. Yep, I got it written on the back of that one. So I've used this one before, so I'm not going to have to fuzz it as much. So that's nice. Just a couple times. We're just going to place them on here as close as I can to the edge. Going off. We can probably come a little bit further. So what's everybody been doing today? Do you guys celebrate Halloween? Do you decorate for it? That's a little bit too close. We are actually doing a Halloween birthday party for son this year. So that's going to be fun. So his hat's going to go way down there. So I want to make sure that that's stuck really good. Just make sure there's no bubbles in it. And it doesn't matter if there's a bubble over here. You just don't want it in your mesh part. Or right next to your mesh on the green part. And I've used these little minis to do lots of things with them. Like I etched glass with them. You know what could have been cool is I could have done. Oh, maybe I still can. Should we alternate orange and black? Or should I do all orange? I think I'm doing all orange. We're going with orange. If I don't like it, I can always take it off and wash it. And what's nice is, like, if you wanted to decorate like this for different seasons, you can just wash your chalk paste off of hard surfaces and do it for the next season, which is really cool. This I won't be able to because I'm going to make it into a tiered tray. But. All right, let's see how Mr. Pumpkin came out. I'm not worried about his hat a little bit. No, he looks really good. I think it turned out amazing. All right, so I'm just going to turn her. We'll do the bats. Oh, didn't write on that one. Better write on it. All right, bats. So this week we've got a lot of stuff to do because we've got birthday party, but and we've got a cool harvest weekend where we camp, so that's going to be fun. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? You got anything fun going on? I haven't used this one, so I'm going to do it like probably 3 times. Yeah. All right. And then, so if you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know that you're watching. Go down a little bit more. That looks good. Let me know if you decorate for Halloween or if you go trick-or-treating. And if you go trick-or-treating with your kids, do you dress up? Or do you just let them dress up? Most of the time, we just let our kids dress up. But I did a little, just a cute little thing this year. I'm just doing like a little cape and a little cool hat with spiders on it. Even though spiders freak me out like crazy. I do not like spiders. Anybody else like spiders? I'm terrified of them. I know we've all got some irrational fears, but I'm like, that spider could bite me. Even though most spiders don't bite, which I learned in homeschooling with my kid. Most of them don't bite. Most of them can't even bite, but the ones that can are scary. Alright, so let's slowly pull this one up. Looks cool. What do you guys think? You liking it so far? I think it looks pretty good so far. I think I'm going to move that one over a little bit. Alright. Right on the back of it. I don't know how many times I forgot to write on the back. And then I have to go back and be like, oh, I forgot. I got to write on it. I haven't used this one, so we're going to stencil. We're going to fuzz that on the fuzz mat at least 3 times. And all you're doing is kind of putting a little bit of lint on the back of your stencil just so that it doesn't stick so much that you can't peel it off. Now, if you're working with fabric, you don't have to worry about that because it's fabric. Let's see. You come down a little bit more. That looks good. So what do you guys think? Do I need to come forward a little bit more? I don't know. Maybe I need to move her over a little more. We're just going to go a little, just a touch more. Alright. Oh, I probably could come down a little more with it. A little bit more. That looks good, I think. I am an eyeballer. Are you guys eyeballers or do you measure? I'm not. I don't measure. I probably should, but I don't. But I can't be the only one that doesn't measure. I mean, there's got to be people out there like me just kind of eyeball and go. And remember, you don't need a lot of pressure, just really light. And then just take off any extra chalk paste and put it back in your container. And then let's see how this one turned out. Do that slowly. Oh yeah, I think that looks great. I think that looks great. All right, one more. Let's do Boo here. Put right on him. All right, Boo. And I think I've used him before, so I'm just going to fuzz him a couple times. I've always celebrated Halloween since I was a little kid. I loved Halloween. We used to go at my aunt and uncle's trailer park for Halloween. It was really cool. So do you guys go trick-or-treating around your neighborhood? Or do you go somewhere else? Like, we're out in the woods a little bit. We're more like, I don't know, we're in a little subdivision, but it's not very busy. So we usually go to another spot that's more popular. And it's really cool because it's pretty much perfect. By the time we're through it, everybody's tired or cold. So it works out really great. And then we usually hit a few on our way back to the house. And that's our Halloween tradition. What's you guys' traditions? Let's see. I think this is going to look cool. I'm hoping it's spaced out okay. I guess it's a tiered tray, so it's not going to be perfect, right? All right, so let's pull this off. Oh, I love it. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty cool. No, the lighting's not bad. Sorry, guys. I think it looks cool. I think that's going to be great. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to seal it with spray sealant, and then I'm going to I'll do a live about it, but I'm going to glue this on in the middle of it, and then I will do the next tier on it. And actually, I think I'll do this one right now while that one's drying. This is my top one, so I'm just going to do a cool Happy Halloween on the top. I'm going to do it in black. Let's see if my black's good, though. I'm going to go grab a stir stick and a squeegee. Looks like my chocolate. Sorry about the noise, guys. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, look, I've got orange on this one. I got orange on it. Just gonna scrape it off. I don't know how that happened. Got put away dirty. That's weird. But there it is. Good to go. Let's stir this up. See, she needs some water. No, she looks pretty good. I'm getting low on my black. Getting low on the black. It's one of the most popular, of course. So, and my white I think needs a lot of love, but this one doesn't look too bad. But I want to close up my orange, so I'm going to put this squeegee in my water bath over here, and I'm just going to close up this orange tiger so that it doesn't dry out. So I'm going to do Happy Halloween. I'm going to write on it, "Hey Lacey, thanks for joining." How are you doing? Alright, so I'm going to buzz this one quite a few times because it's a newer one. So at least 3 times, guys, when it's brand new. You at least want to do 3 times. And if you're doing glass or a plate like this, sometimes you might want to do more. I'm actually going to do 4 times on that. And I'm going to fold over an edge here because it is a glass plate. I want to make sure that I can get it up. I've got a place like an easy grip. That looks pretty centered. The eyeballer that I am. It's supposed to look homemade, right? Alright, make sure there's no bubbles in it. And then we're just going to take our squeegee and our chalk paste. We're just going to go really lightly. Don't need a lot of pressure. Anywhere that you can see your surface through the stencil, where you want your chalk paste. And you kind of want to be able to see it. If you can see the words still underneath it. You don't want a bunch of chalk paste sitting on there. And I hope I didn't do that. You don't want to go off of the green onto your surface, but the nice thing is with chalk paste you can just wash it off. Let's not get our fingerprints everywhere. And let's do slow. Yeah, I don't like how that one turned out. Not sure I love that one. What do you guys think? Look good? I don't know. I'll let it dry, and if I like it, I'll leave it. If I don't, I will wash it all off and try again. So I'm going to put this black in here, and I'm going to rinse it off. I am going to wash my silkscreen stencils just in a little cool water. Just rinse them under cool water. That's all you got to do, and wipe them with your hand. We have an amazing stencil cleaner. If you're going to use ink with your stencils, I would suggest you buy the stencil cleaner, because it will get a lot of that ink off, because ink will dye your stencil. But as long as it doesn't dry in the mesh part, so as long as you can still see through the mesh part, then you can reuse it. The only time it dries is if you take, like if you're really slow with an ink project, the ink could dry in your mesh stencil. But it's not like you have to like speed do it, but it can. It has happened. But then you just rinse them and use the stencil cleaner, and it's pretty amazing. I can almost get all of it off right away, which is great. Okay, so tomorrow's Tuesday. So tomorrow I will hop on, I will do the middle plate with the spiders tomorrow, and I will see if I like this Happy Halloween or not. And I might redo that one tomorrow, and I will show you how I'm going to build it tomorrow on my live. I'm going to try to go live about the same time, 4:30, 5 o'clock, just so that you guys know. If you, there should be a spot in the comments where you can say to be notified if I'm going live. So that's nice if you want to watch me go live. That's a good way to get a little advance notice. Well, you don't get advance notice, but you know right when I'm going live, it alerts you. So that's nice. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. That would be great. That's so helpful to me. And if you are not a member of my VIP group, that's where I would do little bonus sales, or I might do like we have new stuff come out every week or pretty much every Wednesday. So in that group, I'll usually let them know a day before I let people know on my business page what's coming out. So if you want advance notice, or to get involved in any games or any sales that I do, join my VIP group. If you need a link to that, let me know and I will get it to you. And as always, thank you so much for watching and sprinkling and commenting. Every time you comment, it helps me too. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.